In today's session, we'll just have masterclass understanding about data engineering. So what exactly is this data engineering? What are the tools and technologies that we are going to learn? And what would be the course, like what we are going to learn in this course, we are going to cover. Okay. To start with, I'll be giving you a rough idea what is data engineering in a very layman terms, right? I'll be giving you the understanding about what is this data engineering. So to start with, we will we'll talk about layman terms and a simple explanation and why it is needed. We can survive without data engineering, but why are we learning it? So that will be an important concept that we need to know. And finally, we'll discuss about this course. Okay. Now, here, I'll show you a small example. Imagine you want to start a business. Imagine that we want to start a business. And the business that we are going to start will be a supermarket. That we are going to take one Indian supermarket like a grocery shop. You would have seen your Reliance Big Basket, right? Like this, we have to run a business. Now, nowadays, we are getting everything in one shop. You go to a supermarket, right from the dairy products until your chocolates, ice creams, grocery, rice, vegetables, fruits, everything you're going to get at one place. You would have done this, right? You would have went for a shopping where you would have purchased all the things in one shop, right? Similarly, now I want to build this grocery shop. Now, if you want to build this grocery shop, and the grocery shop has to be unique, it means that I should have all the products. Everything I should have, right from milk products until the chocolates that your kids buy and the daily items what you buy, right? It could be a toothpaste, it could be a brush, it could be your groceries like dal, rice, it could be your vegetables, fruits. Every single product, if you get it in your supermarket, then I would say your supermarket will definitely be unique and most of the people will come here. Now, in order to do this, what we need is, if you want to run this grocery shop, what you need first? The first thing is you have to get all the product at one place. You have to get all the product at one place. Now that's your first requirement. Correct? You have to get all your fruits, vegetables, groceries, all your daily products should be brought into one roof, under one roof. For example, you go to a supermarket and they say that we don't have milk or we don't have curd, you get it from outside. Rest of everything is here. Now that doesn't define a good business. A good business is something which you have every single product here. Correct? Now, the second point is you need the right products at the right time, right? You need the right products at the right time. So if people are coming in the morning, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock before getting their kids ready to school, they come here and buy some things for their daily use. That means you should be available. It should be available for us and it should be easily accessible also, right? It should be easily accessible. And there are n number of grocery shops near your home. Why specifically you're coming here? The quality is also important, right? So quality, decent cost, and whatever product, even if you want to buy some 10 let's say milk packet, if you want to buy 10 packets, you should still have that high availability, high quality, and decent cost. If all of this you're having within your business, welcome to my superstore. You can have a very good sales, right? Now these are all very, very important. If you want to run a supermarket, all these things is really important, right? Now, in this shop, there will be one manager. In this shop, there will be one manager. What is his work? What is his work? He will manage the complete store. He will just check every morning, did the items come from fruit shop? Did the items come from vegetable shop? Did the items come from milk shop? How many quantities I have got today? Did we get any shortage? See, they are not going to manufacture all this milk or vegetables, right? They have to get it from outside. It will come from different shops. Today, whatever the supermarket we have, it is all about, we are getting the things from outside actually. We are getting the things from outside and we are keeping it here. Now, there will be one store manager. What this store manager will do is main workers, how much of fruits I've got, how many kilos of apple, how many kilos of mango, how many kilos of watermelon, and what are the vegetables I've got, what is the vegetables coming in a fresh, or is it the old one? So those things and all, there will be one manager who takes care of it. There will be multiple people who will be involved in this process, but everyone, there will be one manager. There'll be one manager, right? So what is the role of this manager? He is actually taking care of the count, how many record is coming from, how many fruits are coming, how many vegetables are coming. He is keeping track of it. Now, apart from that, he is also responsible for maintaining the proper organized products. He has to organize the products. He has to make sure that it is readily available with end users. For whoever comes into this grocery shop, for them everything should be readily available. Now, with the quality, cost, availability, everything, whatever the product which you see on the screen, it could be beverages, it could be snacks, it could be biscuits, it could be your milk products, it could be your vegetables, fruits, whatever you see on the screen, just to replace that with data. Whatever you see on the screen, just to replace with data. And whoever the person who was doing this, making sure that the data is coming from different parts, collecting the data, organizing the data, and arranging it properly, there was one. Who is that?
Manager.
Store manager. Now, these things I replace with data. The things I replace with data, sales manager, I'm going to replace with data engineer. I'm going to place it with data engineer. So whoever was doing in the store for the products, now you're going to do with the data and you are called as a data engineer. Now, with this introduction, welcome to data engineering, right? Welcome to data engineering. So what we are going to learn here is, you're all going to become a data engineer. You're all going to become a data engineer. Now, what is your role? Just like what given the context of the sales manager, now you're also a data engineer who is going to manage all of these things. With that, let's get on to the track. There was actually the last 3-4 days I was observed that there is a movie called Indian 2. It got released. Did anyone see Indian 2? Kamala Hassan's movie. Anyone? Indian 2. Did anyone watch that movie?
No.
No.
Yes, Santos.
How is it?
Average.
Average. Any other good movie? I don't see any good movies in the recent times. Is there any movie that we can watch? One time watch, 2-time watch. Anything is there?
Maharaja.
Maharaja. Which language
Yes,
is that?
Maharaja. Tamil.
Telugu itself.
Okay.
Tamil.
Vijay
Now,
Sethupathi was the actor.
I'm not a big fan of movies, but you know who are the people who are on the screen, right? These are all hero, heroines, directors, right? So these are all the people who are actually working and being the front face in the movies. Okay, in every movie you can see these people's face, right? These people are hero, heroines, right? We can see this. But when a movie is successful, everyone says Kamala Hassan's acting is good, Rajinikanth's acting is good, Vijay's acting is good, this heroine has acted well, this director has done well. Everyone will be appreciated. But you know who is a real heroes? You know who is the real heroes? The real heroes are the people who are working in the background. If a scene has to be shooted properly, you need to have the proper lighting system. You need to have the proper infrastructure, sound quality, picture quality, the cameraman, the arrangements. Everyone is important. According to me, if any movie is successful, the first appreciation will go to this set of people, but this set of people will nowhere be called out in the real time. Never ever they'll talk about her. They'll never talk about stunt masters. They'll never talk about fighters. They'll never talk about supporting dancing people who dance with hero and heroine. No one even watched them. Everyone focuses only on the hero heroine. But personally, if I need to appreciate on any movie success, and that would be this people. Without these people, don't ever think of running a movie. If you don't have a proper infrastructure, how can you shoot it? This hero and heroine, I hope no heroine joins my class, but still I'm telling you, the work of the hero and heroine is very easy. They'll come, they'll get ready, they'll act it, and they'll go. But the background people, before the shooting itself, they have to go visit the place, they have to make the arrangements, they have to make the background scenes ready. Lot of work, lot of decorations will be involved, lot of light settings will be involved, music settings will be involved. I mean, I can keep talking about these people for months. That much of work they do. Right? The real hero and heroines are the people who are working in the background. Correct? Now, you may be thinking, why are we talking about this? This background people is making the show run, right? Pat your back and say yourself, today, every project that is running, it's all because of data engineers, but they're never called out in reality. No one really appreciates data engineer, but feel very proud that you are the backbone of every other skill and every other role in the market. You are the backbone. If you are not there, never expect there is other roles. If these people are not there, there is no movie shooting. Well, what is these people are doing? They are building the stage. They're building the stage. If I'm talking with respect to movie, they're building the stage. If I'm talking with respect to data engineer, they're building the data infrastructure. They're making sure that data has been set properly. They're managing the lighting and sounds. They're making sure that when you're going for a shooting, they're making sure that lights and sounds are working well. What a data engineer does, they make sure that the data is also properly cleaned and managed well. Once the producer says action or the director says action, the complete scene should take place. They should be ready for that. Here, I am also making sure that right from the data one until the data point is moved, I need to make sure that the pipeline is also set. In order to have a complete smooth shooting scene, 5 minutes of 10 minutes of shooting scene, they have to always stand on the toes and they should be everything kept it ready and they should run the show. Here, as a data engineer, I'll focus on how the data can be protected, how the data can be organized. And at last, we should also have some power backups in case in between the shoots. And by the time you hire some big stars, right? Let's say Rajinikanth, Shah Rukh Khan, you pay so much of money to them as a salary. They will come, they will act, and they'll go. In between, there is a power cut. They will also get frustrated for recreating the scene. You need to have a backup, power backup. Here I am having data backup. Right? So here, if anyone who has to enter the shooting scene, they should have some pass. Not every public will be allowed for a shooting scene. Here, if you want to see my data, I have to have data security. I'm trying to relate a movie backstage with you who is nothing but data engineers. So that's what I'm saying, right? No one ever talks about you. No one ever talks about you, but you are the real creators of all the other roles. Okay. Today, you people look very smart, right? You look beautiful. You go for a haircut, you go for a trim, and you get ready. You have have a decent dressing, right? And you go for beauty parlors and you make yourself to look beautiful. Just imagine life without barbers, life without saloons, life without beauty parlors. Just imagine if one profession I have to remove completely. Imagine if it's a stylish people, the beauty parlor people. Just imagine. I was seeing the reels other day. They'll show some transformation, right? How the person was, the bride or a groom, whoever it is. Actually, it's for promotion. Okay, it's for promoting their bridal makeup. That makeup, you will see how the person was completely. They'll change it. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? They'll market their makeup transformation. They'll show you this is a picture and we change to this. You would have seen in the reels and YouTube shorts. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yeah,
Yes.
Santos.
I'm
Yes.
saying you. Just imagine life without stylish. Just imagine life without beauty parlor. Just imagine life without your saloons. You will be looking like your Aadhaar card photo. Do you agree? You will be looking like your Aadhaar card photo.
Yes.
Now, but we really don't talk about them. We really don't talk about them. We really don't talk about the stylish people. Never. Nowhere we talk about them. Because we feel like it's not needed. But who is a background? They are the background. The example which I'm showing now, we never even talk about these people. But you know how much of efforts they are trying to bring it. Right? Now, let's keep all aside. Today, 80 people are in the classroom. For this 80 people, there is a background team in KSR who has called each one of you, would have sent a message to each one of you. Today, I'll be the front face. I'm here to teach you. But they have provided me the infrastructure. They have provided me the internet. They have provided me the backup. They have sent the link of the meeting to 80 people, and all the 80 people have successfully attended the class. It's all because there is a background team who's working in KSR, but you never know that. You only know, okay, in the poster, there was a Santosh name, and this is organized by KSR. Okay, this is a data engineering, which is starting at 8 o'clock. That's all you know. The efforts that has been taken from the KSR team from the backside, you don't know that. No one even speaks about that. The same way, your data engineers are like a silent killers. Your data engineers, they never speak out. They never speak out. Their actions make their importance. Their actions make their importance. The top technologies in all of the market, you see that it's data science, data analyst, business analyst. These are the top three with respect to data driven technologies. These are the top three. If you are wondering, come on, this is data engineering class. Where is data engineering here? You're talking about data analyst, you're talking about a data scientist, you're talking about a business analyst. Do you mean that I need to go and learn that? Do you mean that I need to switch the technology? Do you mean that this is not the right course for me? If you're thinking, there is a surprise for you. For all of these technologies which you're seeing on the screen, the root is data engineering. The root is data engineering. Without data engineering, never ever think of the top people. Today, we have a lot of openings for data analyst, data engineering, business analyst. But who is the job provider? It's none other than data engineers. Data engineers, I keep saying this, like a silent killer. We will never know the importance, but they are the people who are working in the background day and night to organize the data and get that to be useful. It's not easy. Every single minute you're wasting your data. You're using your internet, you're using your smartphone, you're watching reels, you're uploading some comments, you're watching some materials. All of this, it's a data. Who is going to track? Who is going to maintain? Who is going to organize it? It's none other than data engineer. Now, I was talking about the KSR people, what they do in the backend, right? Now, let me give an example. Today, you people have joined here because some or the other way you would have got our link, meeting link. Without meeting link, how you would have attended, right? Definitely no, right? So some or the other way you would have got the link. How you got the link? It could be in WhatsApp, it could be in Instagram, or it could be in LinkedIn, or it could be in Facebook. Some or the other way you got it. Now, from the back side of the KSR, what they do is they collect all of your information where you have seen, or they reach out to you either Facebook, they reach out to you either Instagram, they reach out to you through WhatsApp. Imagine these are the numbers 49, 81. All these are the people whom we've reached. So in this, we are actually storing all your information in your Excel files. Okay, so Excel files, JSON files, CSV files, like this. Each of the leads, all of the leads, we are storing here. Now, what we'll do? We will try to do a small reporting. How many people have come from Instagram? How many people have come from LinkedIn? How many people have come from WhatsApp? So we are tracking. There is a possibility that one person would have got the message both from WhatsApp and Instagram. Maybe he messaged us in WhatsApp, we did not respond, so immediately he messaged in Instagram also. Now, ideally what happens, our support team should call them, but you know what they'll do? They call them twice. They'll call him twice. Actually, he's the same person who has asked the question in two different platforms. He asked the question, who is taking this course, what is the fees? He asked this question, but he asked in WhatsApp as well as he asked in Instagram. But our team people, they're calling two times. And we people know, right? If you keep on getting calls again and again, we get frustrated. Ideally, one call should have been to that student. Why 2-3 calls? Because the person has reached out to us in the different platforms. Our people are thinking that it's two different students, but ideally that's not correct. So what work we need to do is, we need to do some data cleaning. We need to combine all the leads into one data, remove the duplicates, remove the invalid numbers, remove the invalid email IDs, remove the people who are not interested, call only to the people who are interested. Now, like this, we have to do the data cleaning, data organizing, data transformations. And who are we? We are data engineers. Now, all of these 5 people who is working on single data and tracking that how many people have attended the class, how many people have given the feedback, how many people have come with an information, and then 5 people going and talking to the KSR CEO. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. KSR CEO is a busy person. How can we keep on reaching out to him? This 5 people, why they're individually reaching to one person? Now I have a proposed solution. I will get all of the file data into one storage. On top of the storage, I will remove all the invalid phone numbers, invalid email IDs. I will remove the duplicates, null values, check for abnormalities, everything I'll do. And one person will take care of all of this data files and make it organized. Who is that person? It's none other than data engineer. It's none other than data engineer. And this data engineer will directly go and talk to our CEO. I would say I have reduced the burden. 5 files, 5 people going and analyzing it, that doesn't looks good for me. I have gathered everything into a single source, organize it well, make it readily available, and then we will go and analyze. And that's the role that you will be playing. I have started with that grocery shop where you will be getting all the fruits, vegetables, grocery into one place. Similarly, now we are talking too technical about the data. What is your role? Get the data from the different data sources and organize it well, transform it, clean it, and send it to the next team. And that's your role. You are the root for all the other roles. It could be data analyst, it could be data scientist, it could be any other role. It all depends on how effectively you are bringing the data. Without data, how can you work? So that's how you're important. The role as a special respect in the market. The role data engineers as a special respect in the market. Well, our value will never be known outside, but just pat your back and say that you are the backbone of every other role. That's the role about you. Okay. Now, with this, we'll take the next one. We're talking about only KSR, but what is happening across the world? What is happening across the world? There is lot of apps which we are using in our smartphone. Okay. Is there any one person in this batch, in this group, who has never used Instagram and YouTube? YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. Is there anyone? Is there anyone in this group who have never used Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts? Anyone?
I never used it.
YouTube also?
YouTube I watch, but Reels I never
Obviously, when you
created.
open YouTube, you will watch Shorts, right?
Yeah, I just watch it, but I never create it.
I mean, I did not ask about creation. I'm asking about usage.
Yeah, YouTube I use.
Either you go and watch YouTube Shorts or you're addicted to Instagram Reels. Okay. People who have never used Instagram, this is one experiment that you can try. Go to Instagram, install it. For the first 10 minutes, you search something like the one which you like. It could be memes or it could be some motivations or do something. I'll bet you'll get addicted. I'll bet you will get addicted. 5 minutes if you watch, by the time you come out of the Instagram, it will be 30 minutes. Have you all experimented this? Just you feel like, okay, I have 5 minutes for meeting. Okay, I have 5 minutes for this. You end up watching the reels. By the time you come back, it will be 30 minutes gone. Yes? Has it happened? Has it happened?
Yes.
Yes.
Addiction. The people who have built the Instagram app are psychologically playing with the human brain. They know how your dopamine works. What makes your dopamine to work? That is why the app is. Of course, all this was done by TikTok. But since a TikTok has banned, now Instagram Reels is actually getting famous. Now, all this application which you see on the screen, it all involves data, right? If you see the number of applications that we have, it's almost 3.5 million Android apps you have. And for all the 3.5 million app, I will give you one simple, I'll ask you one simple question. Is there any application which you see on the screen? Can we use it without signing up? Do you use WhatsApp without signing up? Can you send messages without signing up? Can you watch Instagram reels or send messages, or can you post some without account? Can you use Facebook without an account? Can you use Twitter without an account? Can you use a LinkedIn without an account? Is that possible? Is that possible?
No.
That means 3.5 million applications means each application will have n number of users. How to track? How to track? How to maintain this data? It takes hardly 5 seconds to sign in, sign up. But in the background, they have to manage your data. They have to manage your data. Who's going to do all this? The number of applications in your Play Store, it's actually growing in crores. But who is installing? Who is managing? Who is actually using the data? Who is tracking all this information? All this has to be taken care by one person, and that person will be a data engineer who can gather all the data, who can actually take care of it, how the data is clean, all this he'll take care. Well, we are talking about data engineering in the 21st century and in 2024, but why here it is getting famous and why not in the past? Well, I can simply say that all of the applications that we are using today has been launched in the last 15 to 20 years. Why everyone is saying data engineering is in demand? Why everyone is saying data science is demand? Why everyone is saying data, 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 and data? All of this data, why it came in the recent times? It's all because of in the recent times, right? So in the recent times, I would say 20 years back as well, Facebook came into picture. And YouTube, Twitter, WhatsApp, what you're seeing on the screen, and the right side visual you're seeing, it is actually the number of billion users who are actually using this. 1.5 billion users are actually using WhatsApp. 1 billion user is actually using Instagram. And Instagram is just 14 years old. Instagram is just 14 years old. Facebook is 20 years old. Today we all watch YouTube videos, right? The first ever YouTube video was published in 2005. It's just less than 20 years. Now, because of this all happened in the last 10, 12 years, now we have come to a stage where we are not able to manage the data. Initially, data was small. We were okay, we're managing it. But in the last 6, 7 years, the data has tremendously grown. Lot of people have started using smartphones, internets, as well as your data. We are not able to manage it. We're not able to manage it. For this managing, we need a person, right? So all this data, it's increasing, and is it possible to ignore? Definitely no. We cannot ignore data. And if you see that in the last, in every second, we can see that is almost 1.7 megabyte is getting generated. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this 5 seconds, the number of images that would have got, the number of search that could have happened is 40,000 into 5. Those many searches would have happened in Google. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. I counted 5 seconds. 40,000 into 5 searches would have happened. It is almost 3.5 billion searches happening every single day. There are 4 lakhs tweets that has been published on Twitter every single minute. 46,000 pictures has been uploaded every single minute in Instagram. Where can I go and track all this? Where can I go and manage this data? Where will I store? And all of this is actually fuel to the data. We cannot ignore. We cannot ignore. Why suddenly all this is happening? Why all this is happening in the last 15, 20 years? It's all because of internet users. The internet users are the main culprits why the data is getting generated like this. Every day 1.5 GB utilize in your phone. Every day you use your smartphone. I'll ask you a simple question, okay? Just tell me this very honestly. Tell me one place where you don't take your smartphones. Tell me one place where you don't take your smartphones.
Restroom.
Is it?
Petrol bunk.
Yes.
Petrol bunk. Okay.
So there is an answer saying that we don't take to the restroom. Is it true? 100%?
Restricted areas only.
I don't take it.
Sorry?
At least I don't take it to the restroom.
Yeah, you don't take it, but you can ask boys in this group. They'll tell you. Yes? What about? What about others?
Yes. Yes.
think religious places.
The only place we don't take smartphones, that also will be restricted temples. But even in temples also we take. Right? Now your smartphones has become like on your body part. Okay? It has become like a body part. I'll give you an open challenge to you. Today's class, it started at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock morning. Before you come to the next class, 8 o'clock, 24 hours, can you stay without your phone? I don't want you to pick up any call. I don't want you to see any WhatsApp message. I don't want to see any YouTube, no Instagram, nothing. Just open your cupboard, keep the phone, switch it off, lock it. Tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, open it. Open challenge. Can anyone do it? One complete day without internet, without smartphone. You just need to lead a life that you were leading 15 years back. Possible? Open challenge. Can you?
No.
No.
That's a life for us. The life has changed. The generation has changed. The technology has changed. The skill sets have changed. Well, the data is also changed. We don't even call it data. Nowadays, we are calling like a big data. Internet users, smartphones, sensors, smart devices, your smartwatch. Last night, how much time I slept? What is my heartbeat? What is my oxygen rate? Every single information my watch is giving. Actually, I'm in my room, okay? I'm taking class from morning 6:30, and there's a second class for me. So 6:30 to 8 o'clock was on my batch. 8 o'clock to 9:15 is my another batch. I'm in my room. Next to my room, there is a hall. My mom is actually watching news. She's watching TV. She's in the next room, okay? She's in the next room. I'm here. I'm in a closed room taking the class. She's sending a WhatsApp message to me asking what breakfast you want. It happened 2 minutes before. You will come out of the class at 9:15. So she's asking what breakfast you want. Where is she? She's next to my room. How technology is playing. Next to room, she's actually texting me. And she has never taken any formal education. To use your smartphones, nothing you need. It is a user-friendly usage. You need not have gone through your school, colleges to use a smartphone. You give it to a 3-year-old kid, they will use better than you. That's why the data is getting bigger and bigger, and it is getting bigger and bigger. If you want this technology to go down, that is data related technologies, the first thing that would happen is people should go back to the traditional way of usage rather than using all of this. No digital world, no phone pay, no Google Pay, no Ola, no Uber. You hire an auto, you pay it, you go. And if you want to buy, you give a cash and you buy. No digital, no payments. If we are going back to the same stage, in that case, this technologies will have a fall down. But you know it better. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen?
No.
That's the answer for you. As long as data is growing bigger and bigger, we need data engineers to manage it. We need data engineers to manage it. So is it really required? Yes, it is required. I cannot ignore. Data can never be ignored, because with the data, you can make insights, you can make money. I keep saying this in every session. The biggest wealth for an organization is not their money and profit they hold. It's the amount of data they hold. Data is your wealth. I keep saying this. Wherever I go, I keep saying this. If you want to check the KSR's performance, we never say that, okay, KSR has got this many students, KSR has got this much of profit, KSR has got this much of revenue. More than that, we say that KSR has this much of data. Data is the wealth for us. With the data, we know how to make money. As simple as that. Just one mantra in your life. More data, more analysis, more results, more profit. For that, data is coming in more, but who is managing it? We need a person to manage the data. We need a person to organize it. We need a person to make it clear and clean. Who is that? It's you, who is going to be a future data engineer, and it's me, who is already a data engineer. We are the people who are going to take up this data world into the next level. Now, let me give another example. Unexpectedly, imagine if it's raining, a sudden rain. This is a photo that I've taken from my terrace. You can see how the area is messed up. Just imagine, what if it rains so heavily, no place to settle, the water is spread across streets, water enter into different house, and your normal life is affected. Suddenly, if it rains in your area, this is what the situation happens. This is what we call it as floods. Okay, in most of the South India, we always have floods. If you have rain, it's flood. You go and see the news, somewhere or the other way, you will see that there is a flood. Now, simple question, why it happened? We have not done any proper rainwater harvesting. We have not done any proper planning, and we have not been prepared. We did not expect the rain will come like this. We did not expect that the water will come like this. We never did it. Since we were not being prepared for this situation, we are affected with the rain. Right? We were not prepared, and that is why today we are facing the issues. If we had prepared, okay, if we get this much of rain, let the water flow to different lakes, oceans, seas, we'll organize it well, we will do a proper rainwater harvesting. Take it from me, today no city would have been having a floods. So it would have been a flood-free city all over India if you had planned well. But it did not happen. So this is one use case. Recently, we thought of having a meetup within my family. Like we wanted to have just a re-meet, and we wanted to discuss few things about the family. So I told my mom clearly, Mom, you call separately. Morning you call our cousins, evening you call all the grandparents, grandmothers, and night you call certain people who are kids. So this is how you need to manage. Like you cannot call them everyone at home because we have a very small house, 50 into 30,000 square feet is there. 1,000 square feet, it is not possible for you to serve everyone. So let's keep it simple. You call morning one set of family, evening one set of family, next day, Saturday and Sunday, 2 days are there. You can call 6 families for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. This is what I told my mom clearly. You know what she did? She called everyone at the same time. What if all of the relatives come to your home suddenly? Let's say 40 people. 40 people coming to your house suddenly, they never place a fine to settle. They will have a water shortage, a food shortage, and it will be very congested. They'll feel like, oh, why did I come here? It looks like very messy. And even we were not prepared. We called only one person, but the entire family came. So no proper arrangements, no proper planning, and we were not being prepared. We are not calling every day them for lunch. So we didn't know. We got a struggle. Just imagine 40 people we were not able to manage in our house. Today, the data that we have is 40 gigabytes. How do you manage? People who don't know what is this gigabytes, gigabyte is 10 to the power of 21. So the data that is got generated up on 2020 is 40 followed by 10 followed by 21 zeros. Come on, you're not able to manage 40 people who's coming to your house on a sudden visit. How are you going to manage 40 gigabytes? 40 into 1 into 21 zeros. That is data that is getting generated from different systems. How are you going to manage it? How are you going to manage it? And I was a bit lazy to track. It was till 2020. 2024, it is almost 100 gigabytes. It is almost 100 gigabytes. You know what happened after 2020? Even kids started using smartphones for their online classes. Where will I go and store? Where will I go and process it? Who is going to manage this? Right? So this is a problem for us. Now, this is what happens when people are coming to yours, you're not able to manage. So you actually not been satisfied. Now each person think as a data. If 40 points, data points or 40 million data points is coming together, how are you going to manage? We have to be prepared. We have to be prepared. The one thing, I'll give another example why India was one of the country which was affected more with COVID, because India was not prepared. Forget about India. The entire world was not prepared for this COVID. And that is why you see lot of losses, lot of cases. Right? Lot of cases and lot of things happened because of not being prepared. Right? Now, same way, if 40 people are coming to your house, if it is started raining suddenly like this, what if data also flows like this suddenly? Do you have the capacity to handle? Can your system process? Can your system can handle the varieties of data? Today morning, we had a discussion with KSR and we were expecting around 100 people. Okay, fine. We were expecting 100, we got 100. When we expected 100, if we get 1,000 people, what we will do? Zoom itself supports only 500 students. So if we were not prepared for the situation, anything can happen. Right? So anything can happen. We thought, okay, it's a morning time, 8 o'clock time, office time, it's on a weekday. So it's probably towards a Thursday. So we may expect 100 people. Suddenly, if you're expecting 100 and if you're getting 1,000 people, how do you manage it? That means we were not being prepared for the future. The same problem is coming. Just like if it rains suddenly, what if the data also flows like this to your system? What if the data flows to your KSR like this? Who is going to manage it? We need a system to handle, right? So that is what I say this. We need a system, we need a system, we need a person to manage all this. And that's the for you. We are entering into the data engineering. Who is a data engineer? A data engineer is a person who's extracting the data from the different data sources, transforming according to the business need, and loading into the different systems. This will be the role of a data engineer. It's you who's going to do this. It's me who's going to do this. We are going to get the data from the different data sources, organize it well, and then we are going to load it. But not to worry, already there are n number of tools in the market who can do this. Okay, all these are the tools. These are the tools which is already readily available for us. It will extract the data. It will extract the data for us. It will clean the data for us, and it will do everything. We are in 2024, so everything should be available for us. We already have the systems which is helping us to achieve all this. We already have this in the market. But in this, which one are we going to learn? And we already have SAS, Informatica, SQL Server, Oracle, SAP, but the one which we are going to learn is not among this, because these are all called on-prem tools. On-prem is something which we should have a server, we should have installed in our machine, we should have worked, but these tools are not capable of handling your big data. 10 years back, I was fighting with my mother to take a memory card, 10 years back in 2014. 2014, when I was using my smartphone does not have much of memory. So I used to fight for a memory card. To store some external storage for storing some pictures, movies, songs. 10 years back. Today, that memory card size, you have a chip computer. How the technology is changing. Now, all these are the tools. 10 years back, they were useful. 10 years back, these all are tools which are very useful. But now, these are not used. When I say not used, there are already some existing systems. Already people who have a memory card are still using memory card. But are you going to buy a new memory card now? Never. It's been a while that we also stopped using pen drives. The time where we started using Google Cloud, Google Drive, we stopped using pen drives. How many pen drives I've purchased, Sometimes I'll daily one pen drive, I'll miss it. I'll buy one more new pen drive. But now everything we are storing in the cloud. So no more on premises. If you ask me, there is already some existing tools in the market which can do the data engineering pipelines for you. But are we going to use? Definitely no, because this have some problems. We have to buy this software. We have to use the software. So life becomes very hard for us. The cost is increasing. We need to get all the companies' permissions. We have to take the IT support, and the data increases, your performance goes down. All these are on premises. I'll give a simple example. Okay. Today, the entire KSR data I am managing. How many students are there? How many students are coming? I am managing. And if you see, this is my laptop. Okay. This is my laptop. In my laptop, if I go and show you this is my storage. My laptop is 1 terabyte of storage. But you see, already in the C drive, it started showing red color. Only 16 GB is left. Already in my D drive also, it started showing red color. The only free is this one. Total 1 terabyte of data. I am trying to store all the 1 terabyte of data of KSR in my personal machine, which is 1 lakh per system, 1 lakh laptop, and already I've utilized 60%. In next 1 year, this also will be full. What will I do? Where will I go and store KSR data? KSR data is actually stored in my machine in the form of an Excel files. Now what I'm going to do, once it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, we call it as a big data. Now imagine that we are storing the data in an Excel format. The maximum Excel that I can store is 10 lakh records. After that, where do I store 2 terabyte of data? Where do I store 3 terabyte of data? My laptop itself is 1 terabyte of data. Now, in order to overcome this, I have a solution for you. I have a solution for you. Today, KSR data is 1 lakh. I mean, today KSR data is 1 terabyte. For this 1 terabyte, I am storing it in my laptop, and my laptop price is 1 lakh. Simple, 1 lakh, affordable. Tomorrow, with God's grace, let's assume that we have data increase to 10 terabyte. Question to you. Will I buy 10 laptops?
No.
Why? Do you think KSR does not have 10 lakhs?
Buying 10 laptops is not a good solution.
Why? I want to store 10 terabyte.
You can buy some hard drive or something.
For hard drive, how long you will use a hard drive? Hard drive cannot be used without any supply. You have to connect to any CPU or any laptops to use your hard drive. Suddenly, if I ask, can you show me the data? Can you show it? You have to connect to your laptop. No. So better I'll buy laptop only. Why this is not the right solution?
Something asking like we have to open the 10 laptops. So
Okay, I will hire 10 people.
That is again waste of cost. I mean, just to
waste of cost and waste of time.
Managing hardware is difficult, and instead of storing the data on and managing it in cloud is easy.
Okay. Do you all know Ramayana? Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who is a hero in that story? Who is a
Rama.
hero in Ramayana?
Rama.
Rama. Who is the villain?
Ravana.
Ravan.
Even Ravana is having only 10 heads, not 10 hands. Even Ravana cannot go and use his 10 laptops at once. Right? Ravana also has only 10 heads, but he doesn't have 10 hands. Now, if I want to use his 10 laptops at a time, I have to hire people. I need to pay them salary. I need to take care of their infrastructure. I need to ask them, keep questioning. Let's say, for example, tomorrow Mahesh asks me, which student has got the highest package? This data is stored in 10 laptops. First, I need to get from this laptop who is the highest package, from this laptop who is the highest package, in this laptop who is the highest package. Then I have to take a maximum. Life becomes hard. When we were actually thinking, who's going to manage this data? How are we going to manage this data? And the biggest struggle is, forget about 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs is not a big deal. But tomorrow it becomes 100 terabytes. Tomorrow it gets 100 terabytes. What you will do? Will you buy 100 laptops? Definitely no. Correct? That's the reason we were thinking, and suddenly one person is ready to help. And who is that person who's ready to help? It's none other than cloud computing. So we have come to a stage where we are given up all the traditional systems. We have given up all the traditional systems that we are not able to manage the data on our own. We are going to depend on someone else. Personally, I cannot manage 10 laptops. So one person is coming and saying that, hey, don't worry. Don't spend 10 lakhs for 10 laptops. You give me 3 lakhs. I will take care. You just give me 3 lakhs. I will take care. Who is that person? It's none other than cloud. And we have 4 cloud services that can provide the service for us. They will take care of everything. It's like an event management. They'll take care of everything. They'll take care of decorations. They'll take care of the stage. They'll take care of the catering. They'll take care of everything. Your work is to just attend the function. Similarly, I cannot manage 10 terabyte of data. I am going to hire a person who is going to completely take care of everything, data pipelines, data management, data cleaning, everything they will take care. And those are the people who are actually going to help us. Who are they? They are cloud. Rather than me spending for 10 lakhs for 10 laptops, they will take care of that responsibility. We need to give approximately 3 lakh. 70% I'm saving money. Who will not get this a better deal? See, I am okay. My role is to teach. I'll teach. Why should I go and store all the data in my personal machine? Already my personal machine is showing red color. In another 1 or 2 days, it will also hang. What I will do? Better I need to give it to someone else, and we are going to give it to cloud. And who is that cloud that we are going to use? In our course, we are going to use Azure. Why were we choosing Azure? We'll see in the later when we come to Azure. But to just give a masterclass understanding, we are going to use one cloud services for all our work. They will take care of security. They'll take care of the backups. They'll take care of the data load. They'll take care of everything. They'll take care of every systems. I just need to make sure that I need to pay money to them. The rest of the things they'll take care. That's the cloud for you. Okay. So with that, the cloud which you are going to learn will be Azure. It's just like an online portal. You go and buy something in your Amazon portal. Similarly, here also you go and request, I need a database, I need a server, I need a storage, I need like a pen drive, like a storage, I need like a transformation layer. You go and ask anything what you want, you will get it. That's the cloud service for you. Okay. So with this, we will have the roadmap for data engineering. We will be covering SQL, Python, data warehousing, big data, and cloud computing. This will be the roadmap for this course. Okay, what I've told you is about the data engineering, but in order to do the data engineering, you have to know this. Okay, now at this point of this course, we will be starting with Python. Okay, we have already completed SQL. We've already completed SQL. This batch will start from Python, but those who are attending for the first time, that means I have never attended SQL, doesn't matter. SQL you can attend in our any batch. SQL is like your English. You have to know it. If you are any working employee, you have to know SQL. So SQL will be open to you. Anyone, any batch you can attend. So directly from Python, you can join here. So the order of teaching will go as like Python, data warehousing, big data, and cloud computing. The course will go for 4.5 months. So in the 4.5 months, exactly 100 days, 100 classes, it comes up to 120 hours, you will become a data engineer. Okay, and we will be starting from Python in the next class. We have already covered SQL, but if you have not attended SQL, you are attending for the first time today. Most of you would be like a fresh people who are attending today. Nothing to worry. Your SQL is like a mandatory subject. Every single person will be given the SQL access along with the live access. You can keep attending in any batch, but from here we'll be starting with Python. So that will be the roadmap. Okay, so once Python is completed, we'll be going with data warehousing, big data, and cloud computing. And the demand for data engineers every single year I've been seeing for the last 5-6 years, it's increasing rapidly, and both in terms of the number of offers, number of job opportunities, as well as the package, it's increasing very rapidly. And I can say that this slide should have been renamed like where there is no opportunity. That should have been I've given, because wherever the data is involved, Wherever data is involved, you will have opportunity for data engineers. Even KSR is hiring data engineers, to be frank. We are not able to manage the data. People are calling from LinkedIn, people are calling from Instagram, people are calling from WhatsApp. We are not able to manage the data. Even KSR is hiring, which is a startup company. Then think about all the other companies where the data has touched 175 billion data, that billion bytes that is getting generated. Who is going to manage it? Who is going to take care of it? We need quality data engineers. So opportunities everywhere you have. And as I said, data engineers are always a high paid. You'll almost get 4 times your experience. If your experience is 5 years, you can easily expect 20 plus lakhs. If your experience is 10 years, you can easily expect 40 plus lakhs. That's what we have been seeing, the demand and the high package with respect to data engineering. Okay. So with that, we see that job market is very much open for data engineers. The package you will be getting is very high. Job opportunities are good. You simply go and search in Naukri and LinkedIn data engineer. You will get hundreds of job openings. You'll get hundreds of job openings. So one can easily master this. 100 days of efforts is required to make your career strong. And one thing which I would say is, who are the right people who can go for this course? People who want to get a high package. This is a best opportunity for you. And since a lot of freshers are also coming from Java, once you pass your graduation, everyone will force you to go for testing and Java. But no one is even ready to learn data engineering. Freshers will always have an impact on the job opportunities, but at least you'll get 2 to 3 opportunities. When all the other experienced people are getting 10, 12 opportunities in a week, freshers will at least get 2 to 3. Compared to your Java or testing, this is somewhat good in terms of your opportunities. And if you want to switch to your high package, you can always choose it. People who want to switch from non-technical to technical, this is the best course for you. Okay. And once you complete this course, you will be able to master SQL, Python, big data, PySpark, cloud computing. Specifically, we are focusing on the Azure. And at last, one thing I would say is, you can learn data engineering from anywhere. But the focus that we give is, we teach every single technology that is required. As you have seen the roadmap, SQL, Python, PySpark, Azure, everything we are going to teach under one roof, that is under one class. I'll be the trainer. All the examples will be the live examples, what I do in my organization. I am not a trainer. I'm actually a working employee who's working in Microsoft as a data engineer. So what I do there, I'm going to teach here. As simple as that. I don't come any class prepared. What I do in my projects, the same thing I'm going to teach her. Every single example is going to be a live class, and almost 80 hours you'll be getting only on the subject and 20 hours only on the project. So we are going to build 4 projects. These 4 projects can also be added to your resume. So interview guidance, resume preparation, soft skills, everything we are going to give a utmost importance. And this will give you a very strong foundation to work as a data engineer. Okay, so with that, I'll come to the end of the masterclass, and I'm open to answer all of your questions. If you have any questions, please let me know. I can answer all of your
Santos,
questions.
will you provide any study material?
See, I would say that all the classes will be a live class with a practical implementation. So every single class will be a practical implementation. There is no written notes. I'm not a big fan of writing notes, but you will be getting the recording for 1 year. Every single class will be recorded, and you will be getting the information on every single class, what happened, everything you can go back and revise. So that features is there, but no written notes. But still we have a certain documents like interview questions we have prepared, like behavioral questions we have prepared, some of the important scenario based questions we have prepared. All those documents we'll be sharing, but no written notes for this course.
See, the
Will you
company
provide
has a
lab?
few concepts will not be aware, right? So
Which
you
one?
need a few concepts, and there are a few new people, right? So if they want to refresh in the future,
That's why you
Is that
have recording,
preparing
right?
for interview? It's only for 1 year, right?
I mean, 1 year. Why you need 1 year? 3 months you will get the job. Once you complete the
I'm saying in
course
the
in
future,
100 days.
so
I mean, in
will you get
future,
any
if you
study
still want,
material?
we can extend it. Okay. But the access is for
Okay.
1 year. You can get beyond that also. But I'm saying in 1 year, a lot of things will change. You will already be a working employee. So in that case, you will not be needing. I've never seen anyone coming back and asking recordings because in 1 year, they would have already got settled. But still, you will get it. If you want extension, you will get it.
Will you provide labs?
Provide what?
Lab.
See, for SQL, PySpark, as well as Python, we have to install in our personal machine softwares. There we'll be doing. And for Azure, Azure gives you the flexibility of using the free account, which they give around 16,000 credits. So that will be more than enough for practicing. You'll not be spending any extra amount apart from this course amount. So you should be able to get that done. We can create a free account and we can start using the Azure services.
What is the cost of this course?
The cost of this course, the classes will be from Monday to Friday. Okay. And the duration will be from 8 to 9:30 a.m. And Saturday and Sunday we'll have some special classes or some extra classes. We try to get the guest lecturers who is working in the who's working in the organization. We get their time and we'll teach you. It happens every alternative week. And the fees will be 27,000. Includes resume preparation, guidance, one-to-one support, mentorship, everything. And this will be 100 days of session and it will come to 120 hours.
Hi, Santosh.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is, so those who are working in BI domain, so it would be fit for them?
Definitely, yes. I've seen a lot of people who are struggling in BI because they're not getting the quality data. Even you would have experience when you're working in BI reporting, you should be seeing the out of the challenges that you're getting in the data. So all this you will be able to fix here. Knowing data engineering and data analyst, you will be the right fit. I also come from the same background. I know data analytics, I know data engineering, and that's why I was able to sustain. So
yeah,
definitely in terms of opportunities, you will have more.
Yeah, so basically I'm working in Tableau and Power BI. So right now in my client, there are so many projects for data side. So I would think about to work as an end-to-end developer. So is
Definitely,
it for
yes.
me fit,
Yes.
right?
It will be a right opportunity for you and the right skill because you already know the problems that is happening in the BI. So once you know the problem, then understanding the solution will not be a big task. So this will be the right course for you.
Yeah. So, but here is actually I attended few classes where I used to Microsoft free Azure account, but after 1 month, the automatically, the subscription fee or the amount automatically deducted because of some, plug in and plug out missing. So,
See,
is there any way to
I'll be
give me?
teaching everything here. Okay, how to use your free account effectively, how to work without any billing, how to make sure it's a zero charge. Everything I'll teach here. You just need to follow the instructions. That's it.
Yeah. So on the Azure, you will teach about the everything regarding the data engineer, like data factory, Synapse,
Yes,
Stream,
we will be
and
learning around 12 services. Okay, we'll be learning 12 services. To name it: block storage, data lake storage, data factory, Databricks, Synapses, streaming, Azure Key Vaults, IoT Hub. All this will be covering. Almost 10 to 12 services will be covering.
but you didn't mention in your slide about the topic of Azure.
We have
You
syllabus.
only mention about the Azure, right?
No, we have, we did not mention here because it's like it has 12 services. You can see the brochure, what we are going to teach. We have already mentioned in our syllabus.
Yeah.
Reach out to our team will share you the.
Yeah, because any other way about to access Azure, portal, because I used to in the past, but unfortunately after 1 month we don't have chance to subscribe.
See,
because
the
they
course
asked me about the debit card or credit card, something
see,
like, right?
the course is 4.5 months, right? The course is 4.5 months. In the 4.5 months, the first 3 months you'll be learning only this. The last 1.5 months only will be focusing on Azure. So that 1 month free what they give, right? It's more than sufficient for us to implement the projects. But if you already used it, we have to find an alternative to create one more account. But this is the only way that we teach, because Azure pricing is not in our control. We are working hard with the Microsoft to get in the licensing, but at this point of time, we say that each and every individual has to practice from his own account. We will guide you how to create the account, how to pay the bill, everything we will guide you.
Yeah. So it is enough for 1 month for the
Yes,
practice on the
it's
Azure
enough.
part.
Yes, because all the 3 months we'll be writing the foundation, right? SQL, Python, data warehousing, big data itself is a foundation. Or once you learn, we are going to implement in the cloud. So it should be easily possible
Yeah.
to complete that.
So one more question about the Python. So you will teach on the basic and advanced both, or what is it?
It will start from basic to advanced. As a data engineer, what you need, that will be taught.
So you will include the NumPy and everything, which are
Everything,
used
yes.
in BI.
Yes. NumPy, Pandas, everything we'll be using.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank you, Santosh.
Santosh, question.
Yeah.
Cloud, the Azure part in this, the last topic. Is that equivalent to what we teach in Azure and Fabric class?
No, that is
The
different. This is
topics?
different.
Okay, thank you.
See, Azure is an ocean. Okay.
Yes.
For Fabric, for Power BI and Fabric, how much is required, we'll teach there. For data engineering, how much you need, we'll teach here. There you'll be learning 4 services, here you'll be learning 12 services. There is a difference.
Okay, but those 4, what we'll be learning there, it will be covered in
Obviously, yes.
in this. Thank you,
Yes.
sir. That's
In depth.
Thank you very much. Perfect.
Yeah, Santosh, including that 4 services, it will cover 12 services, right, in Azure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, hi Santos, this
We'll
is
be
Sagar.
focusing more here. Data engineering will be focusing more on the real-time use cases.
Yeah, Santos Nagiredi here.
Yes.
Like, will we cover like a end-to-end project, like where from scratch to till end?
Yes. 2 projects we are going to completely do from end to end, right from getting the business requirement document until what we do in the real time, everything we will be documented.
Like, will we cover any like a BI or
BI?
Power BI, I mean.
No, Power BI doesn't come under this course. For Power BI, we have a different course. Here, the main focus will be for the data engineers, will be focusing on the pipelines. But ideally, if you want additional knowledge, then you have to take another course. I'll give an overview, but not in depth.
Okay.
Santosh, are we going to design any data warehousing as you mentioned? So
Yes.
are the project include the designing of a data warehousing?
Yes, we will be designing the data warehousing.
Okay. I mean, in SQL or
in Python,
cloud?
PySpark, and directly in Azure.
Okay, I'm not sure. Okay.
SQL classes are available.
Sorry?
SQL classes are available.
Yeah, SQL classes are available. We have already completed for this batch. If you want to attend a live class, you can attend any batch, any trainers, any course you can attend in SQL. SQL is something which is completely flexible. If you want to get a live class, you can attend in any other batch. If you want to go by the recordings, you can still go with the recordings. For the same batch, we have already completed SQL, you can go with it. Or if you feel like, no, I want a real class, you will still get that. SQL is completely flexible.
Santosh, you are going to take all the classes, or the subject will be taught by somebody else?
For this data engineering, I'll be the person who will be covering all the topics here.
Okay. Got it.
So Santosh here, big data and Hadoop related, is it teaching only with respect to as a source or a whole concept?
See, there is a 2 roles. One is called big data engineer and one is called data engineer. So we are all going for data engineer. For data engineer, we'll mainly focus on Spark and PySpark. But to understand Spark and PySpark, you need to understand what is this big data, what is this MapReduce, what is this Hive. That will be covered. But we will not be doing any hands-on there. Hands-on will be completely done in the Python and PySpark, which is going to be your main role.
Okay, understood. Yeah.
Any other question?
So after completing this, entire course, So do you provide any sort of, interview calls, interview support as well?
Once you complete this course, we'll help you to frame your resume. We'll connect with you one-on-one. We'll understand your background. We'll prepare a resume for each one of you. We'll discuss, we'll take mock interviews. We'll make sure that you're ready for interviews. And if we had some circle of people where there is some referrals, we'll forward you the referrals. That's the maximum support that we give. Whatever the interview questions, what type of questions, how to handle it, how to handle the scenario-based question, everything we teach you. But to sit in front of the interview and to perform, that completely depends on you.
Yes, definitely. It's up to us. Okay. Thank you.
Until you enter that interview room, it's our responsibility. After that, it's up to individual how you perform. So till there, you will get the help.
Santosh, there are two courses available with you. One is for a Power BI and one is for this. So can you elaborate the difference between it? So I mean, while choosing it, it is easy for us to choose it, either this or that.
I was talking about one small example of the this one, right? Supermarket. So what we do in the supermarket, we have two people. One person is pulling all the data from, is pulling all the fruits, vegetable, groceries, is pulling, right? Similarly, there is a data engineer. What does this data engineer do? He gets all the different products and make sure that is organized well. That is his role. But how many Maggie packets got sold? How many milk packets got sold? What is the profit that we got? What is the footfall of the customers? How many customers came? How much of revenue we are making? All this is done by data analyst. Data analyst will be like a bit of less work. They will be doing with a reporting. They'll be choosing a Power BI or Tableau and they'll be reporting. What they do, mainly they see how much of sales happened, how much of sales is done, how much of improvements we can do. Those type of analysis they do. They will not focus more on the data organizing or data cleaning because there is already a person called data engineer. Data engineer is making the data readily available. Data analyst is someone who is doing reporting on that. Comparatively, data engineering is bit tough. I'll tell you very openly, it is one of the toughest subject because you have to understand multiple technologies. You have to pull the data from multiple systems and then you have to work upon. But data analysis, it's like a drag and drop. You already have a tool where you get the data. You can simply plot some visuals. All in all, package also differ. Tougher the subject, high package. Easy the subject, decent package. If you're a 4 years experience, you can expect 16 lakhs for Power BI. You can expect 20 lakhs for data engineering. Now the choice is yours. You want to have a comfort zone. You're okay with 16 lakhs. You don't want to take much tension. You are okay with learning a decent role. Go for data analyst. No, let me read. Somehow I have to read. Let me read the toughest subject. Let me get into the role. Let me get stabilize my career. Let me go into the highest package. Then choose data engineer. It all depends on each individual. If you're okay to go with a decent salary, go with data analyst. Less work, less coding, no much of tension. Here, a bit of more coding, better the salary.
Got it. Thank you.
Santosh, I would like to have one-to-one words. So can I get any details for contact?
Definitely, yes. You can always reach out to our number. So you'll be able to reach out to our team. Our team is available. You can talk to our team.
Santosh, one more question. So is there any other timing for other course like this course? Because I am not in India. So is it possible to join the course?
As of now, we have this batch to be starting. We have already completed SQL today. From tomorrow, it will start Python. It's at 8 o'clock. Another batch will start in the evening 8 o'clock. Okay, which will not be immediately, at least after 20-25
Okay,
days.
so there is only one or two time, right?
Morning 8 o'clock or evening 8 o'clock?
Yeah, apart of nothing, right?
Apart from that, we have one more batch which is running in the morning 6:30, but it's almost coming to end. So you will not be able to join that batch. Either you join here now or you wait for 25 days. We'll have another batch in August, which will start at evening 8 o'clock. Only 2 batches.
So you will take that one also, right?
As of now, yes.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
Santosh, as I mean, this is a morning class, and it is not every day. It is not possible to attend in the morning. Can we get the recording on the same day, so we can, if
See,
we miss something, we at least go through in the office or at the evening, and then come next day.
see, the class, if I say that I stop recording 9:30, okay, 10 o'clock, the recording will be available for you.
Okay, got it. Great.
30 minutes, 1 hour, the recording will be available for you, and you can watch it anytime before coming to the next class.
Okay, great.
Is
Santosh,
there
what
any
is
weekend
the
batches?
validity of the recording? How
1
long?
year. 1 year.
Yeah.
Honestly, no one has ever come back and asked for extension. By the time they would have finished learning, finished the recordings, they would have been started working. If you want more, we will give it. But we have to research why you have not learned within 1 year. We'll start having a one-to-one discussion, and all these discussions will happen before giving the extension of access.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
See, even after 1 year, if you're not getting job, either something is wrong with you or should be something what with us, correct? That is why you're asking extended for more than 1 year, correct? So that means we are not teaching it well. That's why you're not getting job, or either you're not practicing. So that mutual discussion will happen. Based on that, we will give you the extension.
Got it.
Are we good?
Yes.
Sir, will this cover entire Azure data engineering?
Yes. Whatever we are using for our pipelines and projects, we'll be doing.
Sir, is there any portal or something where we can check the past student testimonial who are praised in different companies?
See, give me a minute.